the pandas who promised. High on a mountain, where clouds drift in billows, 2 panda cubs curl up on bamboo leaf pillows, eyes tightly shut and tails wrapped round each other, kept safe from harm by their kind, loving mother. A sister called Popo, the other Ketu. One liked to think and one loved to do. When the moon rose aloft and the stars twinkled through, and sun dusky pink bowed to dark inky blue, the cubs stretched awake with a long squeaky yawn, excited at what lay ahead before dawn. Ketu swung nimbly and shouted, "Let's play!" But Mama called, "Girls, not too far. Please don't stray. You mustn't rove past the tall, gnarly pine. If you don't go beyond it, then all will be fine. Never climb down to the mountain, you hear? And when it is daylight, make sure to be near. And my beautiful cublings, look after each other. Promise me, will you? Promise your mother?" "We promise," they shouted. "We promise, we do. No daytimes, no mountains. We stay as a two." So they stayed in the treetops. They gambled and grew. They played hide and seek and they chewed on bamboo. Each day in their beds they snuggled together. We'll take care of each other, now and forever. But while Popo was cautious and liked to stay still, Ketu was wild and lived for the thrill. Inside her, a tussle of feelings was squalling. She'd promised to stay, but the mountain was calling. "Popo," she whispered, "don't make a peep. I want to go down. I can't rest, I can't sleep. I must visit the mountain, be wild and be free. But Popo, you mustn't go following me. Stay here and stay safe. I'll return by nightbreak, before the moon's up and Mama's awake." Popo was shocked. "No, our promise." She frowned. But Ketu was on her way down to the ground. She must stay by her sister, that much she knew, which meant there was only one thing she could do. So, in one huge decision, off Popo went, silently making her secret descent. And wow, it was magical, frost under paw. They stared in amazement at all that they saw. So much to take in, to smell and to taste. It made staying home seem like such a great waste. But, unseen on that mountain they didn't yet know, something prowled silently, cloaked by the snow. Ketu was running and jumping, but trip! She slid down the mountainside, scramble and slip. She'd fallen right into the worst kind of jeopardy, skidding towards something spotted and leopardy. Popo was frozen. Oh, what should she do? She remembered her promise and then she just knew. She grabbed at a cane, the best she could find, until promise and action were closely entwined. She plunged all her weight as the cane bent down double. "Help!" yelled Ketu. "I'm in all kinds of trouble." "I'm coming," called Popo. "Hold out your hand." As the leopard closed in, would it work as she'd planned? The cane! It woodshed back as they gripped to each other. "I want to be home, cuddled close up to Mother." "I understand now," gasped Ketu. "Let's get going." And they sprinted for home. As the dawnlight was glowing, tired and remorseful, with many things learned, Ketu and Popo had safely returned, with tails tucked in tight and heads bowed down low. We went back on our word. We're sorry, we know. But Mama, she clasped them in close. It's okay. You went to the mountain, strayed far in the day. But when things became hard, you cared for each other. And keeping that promise makes me a proud mother. Perhaps we can make a new promise today. If there's something you want, you'll tell me, okay? Something you need or you're wanting to do. I promise we'll talk, and I'll listen to you. We'll only make promises we can all keep. Now, girls, it's time to curl up and to sleep. We'll dream of adventures to go on together. Stay true to our words, now and forever. Keeping a promise is special, you see. It's how I trust in you. And you trust in me. The end.